party. We have to steal some shit, but our rogue is busy. Artificer looks at the druid and says, "Don't worry, I have a plan." Cue Mission Impossible team. Hey everybody, Skydiving Ray here, back with another DnDMemes video from the sky. Let's hope I don't run into a dragon. Anyways, how are you guys doing? Having a wonderful day today. Also, Dan the Panini Man bread boy. Thanks so much for that. I really appreciate it. And before jumping into the video, I just want to quickly kindly ask you if you want to consider smashing the like button. It only takes a second and it helps out a lot, and I really appreciate it. So thanks so much if you do that. And yeah, with that being said, I hope you enjoy. When you look at the details of the lore, you start to realize the magnitude of possibilities. The big bad evil guy. You can't defeat me. The party's bard. I know, but he can. Whatever abomination was created when the bard cast a dream on a beholder. They were somehow dating a session later. My 8 charisma barbarian headed to tell the goth artificer that her glasses look cool. Jesus, that's actually really impressive that it went well with 8 charisma. So that was lucky, I guess. So in other words, we're screwed? I looked forward in time and I saw 14,605 futures. In how many do we defeat the big bad evil guy? Most of them actually. Turns out, with all the character development over the past 2 years, the DM feels that anything less than victory would cheapen the experience. As long as we don't do something objectively stupid, we should come out smelling like roses. I'm mirroring his excitement levels. Chris Pine promoting Don't Worry Darling. Looks pretty sad. And then Chris Pine promoting D&D Honor Among Thieves. That, I don't know, that just looks really taken out of context. It has been working so far, dealing with my nightmares in a proper way, versus making them the villains of my campaign so my friends can kill my inner demons. Just your average human fighter. The party is telling stories around the campfire. Elvish rogue. Well, fighter, we don't need to hear your backstory. You are human and... "Not basic," says the human fighter. "Really? Then tell us your unique backstory." "I was born before dragons could talk, and before elves understood what their magic really was. The years were counted differently back then, so I could not tell you exactly when. When I was 21 years old, I joined General Shi's 43rd Brigade. I became lieutenant and led my soldiers so far north that I started to go south, back when there was no ice to stop you. I fought the Alfar, the ancestors of dwarves and halflings. The last things I remember were the cryocannons and the confusion of the attack. I remember sitting down and tuning everything out as the ice shards piled around me, and there I slipped away." That's horseshit. How did you survive? "I came from the age when one's power came from the machines they commanded. As a ranking officer, I was fitted with a data drive in my brain and a high-tech life support system that can let me hibernate indefinitely. I slept for thousands of years, I'm guessing, because when I came to, an earthquake had cracked the ice and I wandered looking for my comrades. Or the enemy. Or anybody. But when I saw civilization, it was so different to me. People spoke weird languages, monsters roamed the earth, and men could do magic." Yeah, you're just like the rest of them. Yeah, no, that's just an average basic human. That's really lame and boring, dude. Jesus Christ. That would also explain why powerful magic users like leeches don't use somatic components. Dragons, by default, don't use somatic components, and in that case, draconic sorcerers' need for somatic components must be caused by some flaw in humanity's way of spellcasting. Dude, stop complaining about somatic components. It's your turn. Technically, I could use a troll as an endless food supply, right? When you can't figure out how to stop the troll from regenerating, so you chop it into small pieces and feed one to everyone in the city. Fantasy problems require morally questionable methods. He's accompanied by his friend Ragnar. "What's your rogue's name?" "Ugor." "Your rogue's name is Ugor." "Uh-huh. That's rogue backwards." "Well, maybe that's why he became a rogue." "Oh, okay, and yeah, his friend Ragnar, whose backwards name is Ranger." That's great. A necessary experience. Girls. Isn't it weird how we live longer than men? Yeah, interesting. Boys. Okay, let's find out what comes after death. I'll kill myself and then you heal me. Okay, let's do it. That would actually be really interesting to do, because like you can get revived, and if you have someone that you trust and can revive you, that would be that would be an interesting experience to have. And after that, the giant mecha dragon showed up. Me telling the 2 girls that I just met at the party every detail of my homebrew world's lore. Yeah, they don't seem very interested in that. I never learned how this factor truly works. Why did his scar disappear? He drank a high-level potion and therefore healed it. No, potions don't do that and shouldn't work like that. What are you talking about? Potions regenerate the body and can even bring an arm back. It ruins character development. Huh, I mean, yeah, technically, I guess if they're supposed to heal and regenerate you, they should also heal scars, right? I don't know. At the same time, the character development point is really valid. Who needs that kleptomaniac asshole anyway? Party. We have to steal some shit, but our rogue is busy. Artificer looks at the druid and says, "Don't worry, I have a plan." Cue Mission Impossible team with a crab carried by a drone, alright. Probably too soon, but I did it anyway. The queen dies. My Eldritch invocations, okay dude. CR may be unbalanced, but so are my players' brains. DM to the players. I'ma keep it real with you, chief. That wasn't a hard encounter if you knew your abilities and used them. I started feeling bad for the guy after the third death. Having players interrogate one of the evil wizard's minions for a good roleplay scenario, and they kill him and revive him multiple times as a form of torture. Jesus. Damage, utility, reliability, and flavor? Of course I'm picking them. Whenever a paladin player takes the blessed warrior fighting style. The party. Poor predictable paladin always takes Sacred Flame plus guidance. Paladin. Good old Sacred Flame plus guidance. Nothing beats that. Average conversation in my upcoming campaign. No antimatter rifles in my Ghibli inspired D&D campaign. Sorry. What year is it? 1984? I said they look like gnomes. I didn't say they were gnomes. PC. I rolled an 8. What do I see? DM. You see a group of little men with red hats and big boots. They look like gnomes. Gnomes! Let's go see if they got some inventions we can use. The quote-unquote gnomes. Yeah, kind of unconventional, but sure, they can pass as gnomes if they try a bit, I guess. My controversial take. Playing fantasy tropes completely straight-faced is a lot more fun than treating D&D like your thesis on alt media entertainment transformation hypercubes. Hehe, dragons. In current year, we have moved past the need for scantily clad women, chainmail bikinis, inherently evil races, a dog whistle for racism, and fantasy cliches ripped off of Tolkien. In this campaign, I'm using modern sensibilities to parody the genre's cliches in a self-aware way while breathing new life into TTRPGs with inspiration taken from my favorite authors. And then on the upper end of the IQ scale, dragons. Why fix it if it's not broken? Why overcomplicate it if it's not necessary? You fools! When you can't figure out how to stop the troll from regenerating, so you chop it into small pieces and feed one to everyone in the city. Fantasy problems require morally questionable methods. Nah, it would be funnier if I said nothing. I don't think I wanna know. I'm guessing they're all gonna die or something, aren't they? Send help. I can't pick. And art is from Joket, yeah, I think everyone can tell that. Me, trying to pick what to play in my next campaign. The character that I've planned for a long time, pretty appealing, and yeah, he's interested in the character concept made on a whim 2 days ago. In light of 2nd edition's success and the OD&D's playtest. 5th edition sucks. Ha, yes, finally someone willing to speak the truth. And here are some specific reasons why it sucks. What? Never mind, just another Pathfinder shield. It's a source, right? Player 1 and player 2. What you got there? Me, the DM, with Monster Girl Encyclopedia. A new source? Marshals are champs in Pathfinder 2nd edition. Strongest 5th edition marshal and weakest Pathfinder 2nd edition marshal. Jesus Christ, okay. Haha, oh no. DM. You see what appears to be a solitary ghoul about 40 feet away. Cleric. I got this, guys. I'll cast Turn Undead. 23. This thing is vaporized, right? I at least turn it, right? This is how you're introducing the leech, isn't it? Damn it. And to make it worse, he was a lizard folk who ate us afterwards. Learn that the cleric is evil. Sneak up on the cleric while he prays in the forest. The cleric perfects the whole party. Okay, I had to look in the comments. So the perfects apparently supposedly maybe refers to beating the entire party without taking any damage. Alright then. Kind of a Giga Chat move, I guess. Saw this discussion and thought this was appropriate in response. DnD 1 with AC less than 5 can't be targeted. The DM laughing at that. Isn't it one? Are people mocking it? Are people mocking it by saying DnD 1 instead of 1 DnD? Or I don't know. Is it just confusing? Some posts here and in r/DnD be like, wait, so you guys really didn't read the rulebooks? I thought it was a joke. No, literally probably 90% or more did not read the entire rulebooks. The entire rulebooks probably even less than that. And I'm guessing the majority of people maybe glanced over some rules or some parts. Like, even for playing, you just, you know, get the basics and figure out most of the stuff through playing, right? You don't really... Even if you read them, it's not like you're gonna know everything beforehand and remember everything, I mean. Pour one out for me, lads. And don't blindly trust your long-term players. Realizing 7 sessions late that your COTM druid player's advantage spamming familiar was always supposed to cost wild shapes and vanish after an hour. Jesus, joke's on you, I guess. That's a huge thing to glance over or miss. In my defense, it was a Curse of Strahd campaign, and we were established from the beginning as an experienced monster hunting duo, so any animal that survives a hit from the barbarian is automatically a lycanthrope until proven otherwise. When a wolf tanks a hit from the barbarian and the paladin immediately switches to a silver weapon, paladin. There's a good chance I may have committed some light metagaming. True story. Speech 100. Video game player playing a D&D campaign for the first time. I wanna persuade the backseat to drink the tea. Boom, 39. She doesn't drink the tea, says the DM. And player with the confused screaming. Which one is the most evil in your opinion? When you can't decide between using silence on Bard, calm emotions on Barbarian, immovable object on Warforged, or dispel magic on Sorcerer, so you give your big bad evil guy the ability to do all of the above. I don't know, the immovable object on the Warforged just seems the most evil for some reason to me. Or maybe not necessarily the most evil, but like the meanest one, you know? Back in my day, 5th edition paladins. I don't need a god for my divine powers. Just adherence to my oath. 3.5 edition paladins. That's for blasphemy. Why even ask? DM, does a 45 hit? The wizard's reaction, Jesus Christ. Is there anyone in the party who doesn't get hit by that? Is there anyone who, you know, you should ask? Twice. You get lightning bolt and the DM lines up a horde of orcs single file cause he's a bro. That's actually really nice of him. I felt personally attacked. What the DM said. Actually, this monster is immune to force damage. Versus how it sounded. Fuck the warlock in particular. Yeah, we should leave this table. The whole table, probably. The enemy is summoning a group of animals at the party, yes? You don't know that. But I'm a battle mage and the party is full caster. Yeah. That mage is clearly casting in front of us. Yeah, the party's mage knows it's conjuring animal. Since he relays that info to me, I'll attack that mage to break his concentration. Stop metagaming or get out of my table. Okay, I guess. Jesus, just leave the table. Alright, on that note, that's gonna be it for today's video. So thanks so much for watching, I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like if you did and subscribe for more if you haven't already. Also thank you to everyone supporting the channel on Patreon as well as on YouTube. I appreciate it a lot, so thanks so much for that. Links below if you wanna check those out, there's links to the social media, Discord, and everything else. And yeah, that's it. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.